We don't fear chaos. We fear meaninglessness. People think conspiracy theories are about secrets, hidden groups, shadow governments, mysteries behind curtains. But the truth is colder. Conspiracy theories are not about control of the world. They are about control of the mind. He remembered scrolling late at night, falling into a thread of symbols, patterns, connections, a world that suddenly felt organized. Not true, just organized. Humans don't crave accuracy, they crave certainty. A conspiracy theory is a psychological shelter, a place where randomness feels deliberate and chaos feels intentional. It doesn't matter if the theory is false. It matters that it gives shape to fear. If you ever felt drawn to an explanation that made the world feel less messy, less accidental, less empty, you already understand why conspiracy theories spread. Not because they reveal the truth, but because they relieve the terror of nothing makes sense.
Number 10. Patterns are addictive, especially when they aren't real. He once stared at static noise and started seeing shapes, faces, symbols, messages. Not because they were there, but because his brain refused emptiness. This is apophenia, the tendency to find patterns where none exist. Conspiracy theories weaponize this instinct. Random events become connected. Coincidences become plans. Accidents become messages. The mind would rather believe in a complicated lie than accept a meaningless truth. Human trigger. Patterns comfort the brain even when they deceive it. Emotion shift. Recognition to unease. You didn't discover a pattern. Your brain created one.
Number 9. A bad explanation feels better than no explanation. He once waited for an answer that never came. And in that silence, his mind invented one. This is completion anxiety, the psychological discomfort when a question has no ending. Conspiracy theories offer endings, neat ones, sharp ones, satisfying ones. The brain prefers wrong closure over unsolved reality. Human trigger? Uncertainty hurts more than false belief. Emotion shift? Unease to doubt. You didn't choose the theory, you chose relief.
Number 8. The brain loves narratives with villains. He once found comfort in blaming a person instead of a situation. Someone to point at. Someone to accuse. Someone to blame. This is narrative anchoring, the craving for stories with clear heroes and villains. Conspiracy theories offer simple enemies for complex problems. If something bad happens, there must be a mastermind. If something chaotic happens, there must be a plot. If life feels unfair, there must be a puppeteer. Human trigger? Villains make the world feel organized. Emotion shift? Doubt to suspicion. You didn't resist the story, you needed the villain.
Number 7. Believing together feels safer than thinking alone. He once joined a group that believed something extreme and found comfort not in the belief, but in the belonging. Conspiracy theories give people tribes, shared symbols, shared fears, shared enemies. This is identity consolidation, when belief becomes part of self. Reject the theory, and you reject the group. Reject the group, and you reject safety. Human trigger. Belonging is more addictive than truth. Emotion shift. Suspicion to alarm. You didn't join the belief, you joined the people who held it.
Number 6. Fear makes the brain credulous. When people are scared, they stop evaluating. He once believed a rumor during a stressful moment, not because it made sense, but because fear shut down analysis. This is threat-induced credulity. Fear makes anything plausible. Conspiracy theories thrive in uncertainty, panic, crisis. Human trigger. Fear doesn't distort thinking, it replaces it. Emotion shift. Alarm to disbelief. You didn't trust the claim. Your fear did.
Number 5. Information overload makes simple lies look true. He once read too much on a topic and ended up more confused than informed. This is cognitive drowning. When the brain is overwhelmed, it grabs the simplest explanation, even if it's wrong. Conspiracy theories succeed, not because they're complex, but because they're simple compared to the chaos they pretend to explain. Human trigger. Too much information weakens judgment more than too little. Emotion shift. Disbelief to tension. You didn't choose simplicity. Your brain chose survival.
Number 4. Randomness feels threatening, so we replace it with intention. Humans struggle with randomness. He once told himself a coincidence meant something because just chance felt unbearable. This is intentionality bias, the belief that events must have purpose. Conspiracy theories fill the world with intention. Design where there is none. Meaning where there is chaos. Human trigger. Chance feels hostile because it makes us powerless. Emotion shift. Tension to chill. You didn't believe in purpose. You feared purposelessness.
Number 3. Conspiracy thinking gives the illusion of intelligence. He once felt smarter for understanding something others didn't. Conspiracy theories reward people with a sense of superiority. This is illusion of insight. Believing hidden knowledge means deeper knowledge. It's addictive because it flatters the ego. Human trigger. Feeling special is more seductive than feeling correct. Emotion shift. Chill to collapse. You didn't uncover truth. You protected pride.
Number 2. The brain returns to behaviors that once worked. He once repeated an old habit, even though it no longer helped. This is habit memory compensation. The brain repeating past coping strategies long after they stop working. Addiction lingers, not because the behavior is useful, but because it was useful once. The mind remembers relief longer than it remembers pain. Human trigger. You aren't addicted to the habit, you're addicted to the memory of what it solved. Emotion shift. Collapse to awareness. You didn't relapse, you returned to an old solution.
Number 1. Addiction is the brain's way of avoiding the present moment. The deepest truth about non-drug addiction is simple. It's not about pleasure, or relief, or comfort. It's about escape. Every addictive loop removes you from the present, from discomfort, from silence, from reflection, from responsibility, from yourself. Addiction is temporal avoidance. The brain is addicted to any behavior that keeps you away from the moment you fear facing. Human trigger. Addiction isn't attachment, it's running. Emotion shift. Awareness to quiet shock. You weren't escaping life. You were escaping the part of it that demanded honesty. Addiction isn't a trap, it's a mirror. If a behavior came to mind while reading this, a loop, a distraction, a ritual, a craving, your brain wasn't confessing. It was recognizing itself. Addiction isn't always destructive, but it is always revealing. It shows you what you fear, what you avoid, what you seek, what you lack, what you miss, what you need.
Awareness is the reset button. Not abstinence, not punishment, not guilt, just awareness. If someone you know is stuck in a loop, an algorithm, a habit, a coping mechanism, share this with them. Not to shame them, but to show them that addiction without chemicals is still addiction. And the first step is seeing the loop before it pulls you in again.